Hello, how are you all doing? Welcome to the Wednesday tradition, the midweek tradition that is Midweek World of Trains. It is episode 182. It is the final day of July 2024. It's our final action for for July of 2024. How are we all doing? Do note, ladies and gentlemen, we've had some people asking me some questions at the Discord server about some American Truck Simulator content. So before we do get into our gameplay, the admin first up. So to let you guys know that we are going... I had a fellow ask me about the Graham Lusty Tippers paint job pack that I've been building for the last... probably the last 6 months, actually. It's been a while, but you know, I've been working on this pack. I can confirm we are in final stages. After the stream tonight, I'll be putting a cover photo together, and we will be releasing that pack later on today at modhub.us. It will be a pending approval, of course, but there should be no problems there whatsoever. So over the last 24 hours, we've released the version 1.2 update to the Godfather standalone pack for American Truck Simulator that brings 80 brand new skins for the freight market, 28 footers, 43 footers, and 53 footer trailers, as well as the fuel tankers. So there's a bunch of skins amongst those. So there's 80 skins in total to bring the pack up to 300. And that will be the standard 300, no more. That's it. So where we are next time we do the standalone pack, we'll be working on a rework, a rebuild. Like we'll be adding skins to the second pack. So, all right, right. Also to let you guys know, the DBBR 101 Expert has been confirmed for release on Thursday, the 8th of August. So, the Thursday, the 8th of August. It will release Friday morning at 3 a.m. our time here in Australia on the 9th of August. So do note, because it is once again a Friday release, I'll bring you the introduction tutorial. I'll update the DBBR 101 introduction tutorial as well. And I'll do the expert side of the tutorial, whatever tutorials are involved. There could be some expert ways of setting it up tutorial. So we'll get all that sorted. And we'll do our first gameplay of it. Do note, I'm going to be a casual player with the Expert 101, folks. I'm not going to be full hardcore, so, yep, forget about it. I knew it would be the coding and everything, so, yeah, we're not doing that. So, yeah, our first live gameplay for the final DLC of Train Sim World 4 will be on Sunday, the 11th of August, 2024, at the special time of 7 p.m. in the east coast of Australia, 10 a.m. UK, 11 a.m. Central Europe, 5 a.m. in eastern states of the USA, and 1 a.m. west coast USA. Alright, and 6 p.m. in Japan. So that'll be on the 11th. Alright, where are we? Well, you should know where we are. We're at Manchester. Well, we shouldn't, because some of the buildings are not legit. But anyway, here we go. Alright, so who do we have in the chat? Chad's Transferred Vlogs. Hello to you. Chris, I have come across some box cars and FUL or oil cars. Fuel is FUEL, fuel. Yeah, with GAXT on them. Okay. I must check them out. I've never heard of the GATX before, so I wouldn't know what to expect with that. I can check them out, but sort of, I've got my plans for next week. Oh man, we've got a hell of a Train Sim Classic live stream set up for you next week. Our Choo Choo Tuesdays live stream next week, folks, is going to be Train Simulator Classic. It is going to be a workshop special. So we're going to be doing some workshop routes. So I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be lots of fun. I come across a couple of routes last night I've never done before. One particular one, oh, I wish I could get my hands on it, but unfortunately the file's not there anymore. I did come across a couple of the London Underground workshop routes. Man, I wish I could get them, but anyway. No longer exists. We're on the Glossop Line first up today, ladies and gentlemen, followed by a ICE trip in Germany. And then we're going to be heading to Southeastern High Speed with the Class 375, the white variant, prior 2019 variant. So we're going to be heading on there. That'll be our final trip later on today. We've got an ICE trip, and yeah, it's going to be lots and lots of fun. Everyone hear me nice and clearly? Everyone hear me nice and clearly? Right. Yeah, no, the mic's working. Okay. I'm in a pretty nice mood today, actually. I've done a couple of American Truck Simulator uploaded videos earlier today, this afternoon. I worked on some new skins. Ah, man, I got some really nice skins. I've done today. I'm going back in later on tonight. I've got to do a whole bunch of new skins because tomorrow's Thursday. That's the day I normally go in here and I do a bunch of videos for our weekend wave. Nothing different tomorrow. So I'm going to be going in. I'm going to be up till around 3 a.m. working on skins. So I went to the Discord earlier. So yeah, I have to, unfortunately, I have to stress this out once more for you guys. The Discord server is not a place for politics, okay? If you've got any political issues or any political problems, please do not express them over the Discord. The Discord is a place for not people that not a toxic environment. I've told you guys numerous times that we don't want a toxic environment. Anybody that's going to spread political or toxic waste on my Discord will automatically be removed and banned from our Discord server. So unfortunately, I've had to do that to one fellow today. No pun intended. It's got nothing to do with you or anything. But I just don't want a toxic environment. I don't want others to be seeing that. So please keep your opinions to yourself. Sometimes is probably the most power I can probably give you guys. Sometimes it's better to keep things to yourself. If you have those particular issues, spread them somewhere else. Don't spread them amongst my community. Thank you very much, and I appreciate everybody else that has been behaving. So unfortunately, if anybody's seen that, I do apologise in advance. That's right, we have the enhancement mod on here, and here we got the Manchester, England one there. So talking about your feelings is a potential lifesaver, and like I said about the political stuff, yeah, talking about it, it might be a lifesaver. But if you want to talk about it, just ring that number right there. Don't spread it amongst my community. All right, the class 3. Man, this trade suits this route, doesn't it? Look at it. It just suits it. Can we have the 380s put on here, please? Oh, that looks so cool, eh? Thanks, Chris. No worries. Alright. So we're going to Hadfield on this one. We're not going down to Glossop itself, so we're taking the way that we would originally with the original route that goes the Woodhead route. And we would be going down to Hadfield. Man, I apologise for the damn cut in the final trip last night. I think you know what it was that why it happened is because that particular area has just got so much detail going for it, and the frame rate already smashes up like crazy in that area. And because I was panning the camera up so high and I was flipping in and out of the cameras, I think it might have caused a meltdown, and that was what caused the crash. So yeah, I would think that would be the cause of it. I was spewing because I was like, I wasn't too far away from the final part of the trip, but anyway, I thought, well, it's 2 hours. I could have easily, you know, loaded the game up, you know, and gone back in, but you know, it was, yeah, it was a good stream. It was time to go. I just got other things I had to do. So I am really considering in the next era of Train Sim World moving the streams to 7 PM local time. I'm just giving everybody a heads up at the moment for that, but I may not because, you know, daylight saving later in the year, you know, end up being 6 PM. You know, in Queensland and all that, so I think it, yeah, it's probably appropriate just to keep it the way it is. This station is Fairfield. Do note that this is not in Australia. There is a Fairfield station here in Sydney. It actually runs on the Southwest Line. Have I been there? Yes. It's a very multicultural city, actually, Fairfield. It's, yeah, very multicultural. Yeah, a lot of overseas people live in the Fairfield region. So it's part of the southwest of Sydney. And, yeah, very multicultural city. Yes, you can go to all of the shops in Fairfield on Christmas Day. They will be open. Yes. Not the major shops like the Kmart's and stuff, but like if you go in the main town, you'll see all the stores open on Christmas Day. Have I seen it? Yes. Thank you, Chad. Let's double check on the saloon lights. Yep, they are on. Okay. Just make sure that we got our safety systems on. Yes, we do. You know what they need to do with the free roam mode when you're doing it on the timetable? They need to add a way where we could press a button on the keyboard where it would actually start loading the passengers on the train, and you press that button also when you're loading the passengers, but you actually see them come off the train as well. Sort of like a Train Sim Classic thing, because there is mainly with the Armstrong Powerhouse stuff. There's different buttons to open the doors left or right, and you press the T button to open to actually verify the passengers coming on and off the trains, and you actually start seeing them when you're doing the free roam trips. So I wouldn't mind seeing something very similar for Train Sim World. Ring a number. Yeah, it's like waiting in line, you know, like just ring a number, just take your ticket and wait in line. This is Guide Bridge.
If you see anything suspicious, please tell a member.
I wonder if there is a PSI system on here. Normally you would run it on this just here, and you put in your coding and that, and it'll come up on this screen, just that grey screen just there. That would be your coding for the. Let me just have a look and see. 67543 Okay, down is 6810. Accept. Okay. Yeah, that's the doors closing inside the train. Is that a person that's got a bandage on it? Look at that. A person with a bandage. Looking at the person, it's got a little dot there, and I don't know what's going on with the other little thing on there, but looking at the colour of it, it looked like someone's ass. It's one of those arseheads from South Park. So we've got another American Truck Simulator uploaded video I've just posted going into the live stream tonight. So that'll be our Thursday ATS uploaded video. We've got an absolute ripper lined up for you tomorrow night at 7 p.m. local time. Will be a... what are we rolling with tomorrow night? I think it is the C509 Kenworth and the Bine Livestock trailer. And I have, this is going to be the first time I'm rolling with the Bine Livestock trailer that actually has my own paint job, like of the actual company that I'm rolling with on the toolboxes. And on the back of the and fronts of the trailer, I have a fantastic Australian mural of a kangaroo and emu hugging each other with a funnel web, with a red back spider. It's absolutely beautiful. It's a fantastic, highly detailed custom paint job. The truck itself is absolutely fantastic as well. It also has the emu and that hugging each other with the spider on the sides of the truck. And then on the front of it, I've got a kangaroo, an emu, and a koala. So it's a fantastic one. MFT Heritage and Livestock is the company that I'll be rolling with. So that'll be tomorrow night. The trailer skin is private, but the truck skin will be released in the 2.2 version update to the Kenworth paint job pack, which will be releasing next week. Alright. And that's for American Truck Simulator. Now, I'm not promising anything at the moment, but I am hopeful that also next week I will be able to release the first ever Australian real brand texture mod for Supermarket Simulator. That'll be releasing to my own page at mega.nz. I'm going to see if I can try to upload it to the Nexus web page, but yeah, it's going to be released at my mega.nz page anyway, so the Godfather sponsor company. So no matter what, you guys will be able to get it if you do play Supermarket Simulator on PC. Alright. That's right, yes. Buttons are a little tiny bit different with Train Sim Classic. And there's different there's other trains that are in the game, like Armstrong Powerhouse stuff and that have advanced buttons. So, yeah, there's Pro Range, obviously, trains in Train Sim Classic anyway. Which are the expert trains for Train Sim World. So there's a fair few Pro Range ones. I actually got a couple of the Pro Range ones in Train Sim Classic. The one I'll probably say it's the hardest is the U-Bahn, the German U-Bahn. If they were going to do something different with Germany, actually, I reckon the U-Bahn wouldn't be something too bad. The U-Bahn I would want them to do would be Hamburg, but see, they've already done it on Train Sim Classic. Just Trains did it, actually. So it would be if Just Trains were going to do a German one, I would hope that that would be the one they would do. Even though I know Aerosoft have done the U-Bahn Hamburg, they've done the other route, but they haven't done the U1 is the biggest line in the U-Bahn, in the 4 U-Bahn routes they have in Hamburg. So, yeah, it would be nice to see that in TSW, the U1. Would they do it Pro Range style? I think they might. I think they would do it in the Pro. I think they would, you know, make it more interesting compared to the Train Sim Classic version. U-Bahn Frankfurt is the pro range one in Train Sim Classic. Man, it's very difficult to get the train up and running. It's yeah, I've struggled with it a fair few times. It's a great train when you get it up and running though. Oh, it's yeah, great. Sort of reminds you of a sort of a combined train route, like a metro style train route. It's very unique. Yeah, I was quite surprised when I seen the IC 101 in that's coming as well. I thought, oh, about bloody time. I've had Creators Club paint jobs of it in the past, but to officially come in legit is absolutely great to see. So I'm really looking forward to the to that. Like I said, the Expert 101 might be expert, but am I going to be a professional? Am I going to be an expert with it? No. I'm just a casual player. You know me, PZB, LZB is just, yeah, beneath me. It's just too, it's not beneath me, it's just, it's too complicated for me. And now to bring in the system where you've got to code everything, and man, when I seen all the buttons and everything, and I seen the coding, I thought, oh, yep, they've definitely done it. This is legit. I was like, okay, no. Previews later today, actually. It's early hours, our time here in Australia. But don't fear, casual players. This is not going to be another case of Long Island Railroad where the safety systems are going to be on all times. No, we're going to be able to take them off, which is good. There's another station just there. Nah, I'm not gonna stop at this station. I'm gonna roll for a little bit. Actually, I think that's the abandoned station anyway. Yeah, this is the old station. That was a train station. There would have been a train station back in the Woodhead way era. Definitely stopping down here. This is the only stop along the route that actually stops on the right side. Yeah, so no date for the new for the Metro Stage 2 now. Now they've delayed the damn thing. I can only assume it'll be late in August now. God knows the unions will probably maybe get involved. When I watched the video last night, the replay of the night news last night, and I seen the work that was going on there, I thought, no wonder this bloody thing's not releasing this weekend. They're still fucking arsing around on the damn thing. They've got heaps of work to do. And that's why I thought, it makes more sense to be late August. I probably think that'd be more sensible anyway. You know, we're going to spring and there'll be a new release of life, and you know. It was like, winter's over, yes. One more month. Doesn't feel like it. It's damn cold, I'll tell you that much. Currently 11 Celsius going into the street tonight. Anyway, I guarantee you guys in another 4 or 5 months, maybe less than that, I'll be saying to you guys, we're live at this time and it is 35 degrees. In the summertime, though, it'll be still daylight, actually. It will be going close to going into the night time, but yeah, the sun will be the sun will be setting. And it'll be 7:25 in Queensland. Chris, it'll be 7:25 in a few months' time at this time. No daylight saving in Queensland. No, they don't have it. That's what I say to you guys when it's Happy New Year here in Sydney. No, it's not. It's 11 p.m. Imagine having a pub right on the border. One side of the pub is closed because it's a certain time, but the other side of the pub's not because it's an hour difference. You could say that about places in like going from the UK to the other side. The hour difference. Down. I've always loved the scenery up through here. It's just so stunning. This was voted the #2 route of Train Sim World 3 from us here at Australia Worldwide Entertainment. It was the #1 UK route though, because the Left Rhine won the vote for the best route of Train Sim World 3. Who's going to join the Hall of Fame of the greatest routes of an era with the likes of the Hemstrucker Ranru in the first Train Sim World era, the Brighton Main Line in the second Train Sim World era, and the Lincoln Run Strucker the Left Rhine on the third era? Who's going to be the best route of Train Sim World 4 era? We'll find out days before the release of the next Train Sim World era with our 2023-2024 Train Sim World Top 5 Countdown, which probably will end up being the Train Sim World 4 Top 5 Countdown when we get the official confirmation for the release of Train Sim World 5. Okay. This is Dinting. Don't spill my camera. God damn it.
Personal belongings with you at all times. Any unattended baggage will be removed and may be destroyed by security services.
Such a big fan of the Class 380. Actually, it's a beautiful train to drive. It's yeah, it's right up there. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be a battle between this and the Expert 101, I reckon, for the Loco DLC of this era, because yeah, as much as the 218 was a great Loco add-on, you know, I have to say that yeah, this is this and the Expert 101 are probably going to be the two standouts, but is the Expert 101 a great final release for this era of Train Sim World? I'll have to say yes it is, because you know, it's the first time that we're getting a pro range Train Sim World Loco with every bit and penny that, you know, you possibly can do with a train. And the 101 is such a unbelievably awesome train. So looking forward to the rebuild of the standard one as it is, but it's gonna be for the 2 routes, I think it was. I was quite surprised it wasn't for the Hamstrucker Ranru. Because that was the first route that was on. It was ever on. Was the 101. It was on there. So. All right, here we are at Hopefield. Sounds like a bunch of bloody birds on top or something. You think like all the stuff in front there, you think there would have been no trains that went through there back in the days, but yes, there was. As you can see, there is the old lines, and yep, it used to go through there. Alright, there we go with that one. That was lots of fun. I enjoyed that casual run there, and a little bit of off the rail stuff. We have a Northern Class 380 on the Glossop Line from Manchester to Hadfield. Alright. This is Midweek World of Trains, the 182nd episode. This is a live streaming show that will move to the new era of Train Sim World. when we do get there. And that'll be the third era of Train Sim World that we've had our midweek tradition. This was a show that started at the release of Train Sim World 2. So yeah. All right. Let's head to Germany. And do apologise for that noise in the background. Give me a second. Back in a second, folks. All right. Here we go now with some more action now on the rails as we take a trip with some great German action. We're going to head to, let's see where we could go. Could we go to Munich? We could do that. I'm not going to do Wolfsburg, don't worry, we're not going there. Right. Yeah, we'll go to Munich. All right, let's now do some great action on here with the ICE. Could actually do that. Could do that. Yeah, we could. Yeah, we'll do that. All right, here we go. To Munich. No. Stopping at Munich, passing 5:39. All right, that sounds great. All right, because it is a 5:39 service, we will do it on a foggy morning. All right, hope you enjoy this one. Here we go with some high-speed German action from Munich to Augsburg. Okay, this is 629 service. This is heading to Berlin. All right.
Störung, Störung. Türen geöffnet. Zugbeeinflussung. WB gesperrt. WB gesperrt.
AFB. AFB. AFB.
RFB. Ding. Hello. Oh, how dare you? They've just taken me out of there. Right. I have taken off the whistle and all that, like the bell and all that, so that's been taken away. Shh, gotta be quiet. So the real striping on the side, folks, it has the power supply. Unfortunately, for some reason, it's not in Train Sim World. I'm not sure. It might have been a licensing issue or something, maybe. I'm not sure.
Schließvorgang eingeleitet.
Okay. Gotta wait for the signaling. You know, for me, folks, this is my favorite loco out of, like, my favorite German loco. This is the banger. The ICE free 406. Any ICE is very nice. Like I said to you guys, I know there's. I would love to see the ICE 4 in Trainson World, ICE T. I'll also like to see the diesel one. The diesel ICE would be great to see. So I think it's different compared to the others, yeah, to the point where it's diesel operated, so. Okay, let's give me the reasons why we're waiting. Yep, we're waiting for a train to come in. It looks like it is a 423. It could be. It might be a 423, or yep, it is. The simmering barn. Yep. Yeah, I know. That's fake, Chris. Don't believe what you're seeing. It's been rumored for a while that it could end up falling into October. But I think that'll be too much of a massive gap between the Expo 101 and that being released. I don't mind the simmering barn, but the frame rate is not the best through there. Especially through the high speed section. I struggle with frame rate a lot. I haven't been on there since I've updated the settings, so I'm not sure how it would run now, but just knowing that I've dropped frames already on a lot of the other stuff. So normally I would be rolling down through here. I'm on 39 frames now. I normally would be getting easily 70 frames, 60 frames. It's not so bad when I turn it around though. When I turn it around it's alright, but when I'm looking this way, for some reason it just... It's still better than what it was when this was first released, when we used to go under that bridge at the launch of this route. Man, we'll be lucky to be pumping 10 frames. But mind you, that was back on PlayStation 4. Actually, no, it wasn't. It was here on PC. Yeah, it was on PC. Yeah, that was dropping frames, even on the PlayStation. It wasn't. It was dropping frames, but it wasn't as bad. Alright. 5:45 in the morning and fog, and that's a normal traditional spring thing. Next month, August, is usually when the fog sort of starts. But we've had a couple of foggy mornings here in Sydney through winter, but normally August, September is around the time frame when you wake up and it's really foggy, really foggy in the mornings. Yeah, the simmering bun would be on sale because it's part of the current sale that's on for Swiss stuff, and it's got something to do with National Switzerland Day or something. But it's National Austrian Day or something. Yeah, Austrian. It's an Austrian, like what we have here in Australia with Australia Day. It's one of their country's national day or something. And that's why they got the stuff on sale. It happens this time of the year every year anyway. Just you always know it happens because it's just always after the Steam summer sale, which is our Steam winter sale here in Australia. The 101 will be worth every little bit of penny, I tell you right now. I'm just going to be a casual player with it. Don't see me going hardcore with it. I like the fact that you can go casual with it. I've been a big fan of the 101 for a long time. I love the sounds of it. It's such an awesome train.
Zifa.
And it's not just one loco you're getting a complete update rework of the 101, and we're getting the IC paint job for the original 101 loco, and we're getting a lot of tweaks in that with that cab as well. So yeah, there's a lot going into it. It's definitely I'll definitely be spending the money. Coming into Munich Passen. I have to agree with a lot of people with the recent comments with things I've been seeing as well regarding the German routes. I don't understand why we haven't gone to Berlin or Frankfurt or like Dortmund or any of the big cities yet. Like I just think that yeah, Munich and is already here, but yeah, we haven't gone to Frankfurt, we haven't gone to Berlin. Like, man, I sure we should have been went to Berlin now by now.
Zifa.
So players like yourself, AMR, will probably end up taking advantage with that particular loco when the sales are on. What the hell's going on with the flashing? That's weird.
Türen geöffnet.
It's got something to do with the lines. Might tone down a little bit on this new setting that I got for the custom engine on the game. I seem to getting a weird flickering issue going on now. Never seen that before.
Vorgang eingeleitet.
You'll see it. You'll see that. That's weird. Anyway, I'm not gonna. Not worry too much about it now. That's weird. I wonder why it's doing that. I wonder if it does it in FXAA. Yeah, it is. Might have to change my settings a little bit. Just give me a second, folks. What I'm going to do is I'm going to save this and I'm just going to come back to it. Just give me a couple minutes, folks. So I'm just going to sort something out. Which 101 is it, Chris? Which 101 is it? Because there's two. Like, you got the British. You got your BR class 101, and then you got your class your DB BR 101. So which one is it? It'd be Northern Livery would be the British one, so it'll be the BR class 101. All right. Pardon me. So what I've done is I've changed one of the settings in my custom engine. I'm not sure if it's going to fix anything or whatever, but yeah, I just found that flickering weird. I haven't experienced anything like that until now with the settings I've done recently. So it might be a case of the original, because the old high overhead wiring might be the cause of it. I'm not sure. But yeah, it wasn't doing that on the Glossop Line, and that was the old wiring system as far as I'm aware. Yeah, it was, because yeah, they put the new wiring system in for Train 714. And that was one of the features. One of the new features. That were the thicker wiring. Even though they weren't completely all done. That's what I'm hoping this area will bring. That they'll do the thicker wiring for the other wires that were still thin. Alright. Well, alright, let's go back in. Loading back into it now. Probably freeze up a little bit at the start. Yeah, nah, it's still doing it. Alright, all good. Could be a case of just this route doing it, you know, anyway. Seems to have cleared off now anyway. So I just dropped the mesh down from 12. I had it on minus 10, sorry. I've dropped that to 7. So it was flickering there for a second, but it's faded. It's gone away now. It might be a case of it just doing it when it's in low speeds.
Zifa.
So that's okay. That's good.
RFB. RFB. RFB.
Yeah, BR class. Yep. I knew it would be because you said Northern. But yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if somebody would do something with a German one and put it into another country. Yeah, that's what the freedom of the Crows Club is all about. But for someone like me that knows, yeah, like I'm somebody that doesn't really like to put other countries' logos on other countries' routes, you know, unless it's happening for real, you know, I would do it.
Zifa.
And yeah, I could have actually done a German one on the Southeastern High Speed tonight, but I don't think there is a UK ICE paint job. I don't think you can do it. Actually, I don't think. Can you do paint jobs for the ICEs? I don't think you can. I know you used to be able to, and then I think they stopped it. Oh, you can do them. That's right. You can do them because I've got, yeah. I have to double check and see if there is a British one actually. Yeah, we'll soon find out when we start slowing down into Osberg if we start getting that flickering again, that it is only a low speed issue. And it won't bother me as much if that's the case. But I just find it weird, like we've been doing lower speeds on the other ones, it's been fine, so. Only just started noticing it until now. This might be a case of just this route.
Zifa.
Pardon me. Crank her up.
Zifa.
So I've got the game capped at 85 frames per second at the moment, and it's actually gone right up to the cap now, which is good. 85 frames per second. Yeah, it is flickering.
Zifa. Zifa.
It has dropped now. The Just Trains route will be for Train Symbol 5 railway guy. So it won't be a Train Symbol 4 content. You would need to buy the next era of Train Symbol for it to be for you to purchase the Just Trains route, which I don't know what it is officially, but going off the photo, I got my rough ideas what it is. A little bit of West Coast Mainline will be on it, and then it'll take a nice swinging hard right, and yeah, head down to the coast. Beautiful route nonetheless. Couple branches. But I'll say they'll make use of some of their content that they had from Blackpool branches. Being a late 80s route again, I think that would be the case. It's all got to do with their agreement with Focus, I think. I did see the Focus have some sort of game that releases every couple of years, and then Train Sim World was marked in that to be 12 months. So it's all got to do with marketing at the end of the day. We always get the annual core free routes each year anyway. I don't see why they just, you know, they don't move the Unreal Engine number or anything. I don't see why they have to continue to make a new one each year, classified new one each year, even though the engine hasn't moved since Rush Hour. It might not be Train Sim World 5. It might end up being 2.0 Rush Hour. You know, like, we don't know. Like, it could end up being Train Sim World 2025. The obvious is it'll be TSW5. There'll be a deluxe edition. There'll be a standard edition. Like Chris said, it's rumored to be the 15th. He's only just been reading what he read on Google. That's not guaranteed. I don't see that happening. So it's all speculation. Unfortunately, you know, Dovetail have confirmed the leak and they're not happy about it. And I'll be honest, when I seen it, I was decided that everything, of course, but I was actually disappointed that it actually got leaked. You know, I was like, man, when we going to stop these types of people? You know, now we've got people in the beta team that are doing this. This is just a joke. This is just killing everything that, you know, like. Now they're saying that they're not giving out the content to the beta team. Now, how the fuck are we supposed to have a guarantee that we're not going to have any problems with these routes and everything at the release of the new era? You know, when we have this happen, like. This is why I say to you guys, I don't really want them to have a beta team. I want the beta team to be their ambassadors, where the ambassadors are guaranteedly not going to do anything. They're you know, they need to hire the ambassadors and start paying them good dollars to test out all the stuff. As much as I'll be excited and everything, you know, if I was a part of the beta team and everything, you know, as much as I'll be excited for certain content and I'll want to tell people, I know at the end of the day, when it comes to my job, I'm professional. You know, I'm somebody that's a boss. So I don't appreciate leakers. I don't like leakers. I think leakers are scum. I just, yeah, I'm just somebody that, you know, I've been wanting the West Coast main line in some sort of fashion officially, not just in bits and pieces. I mean officially for a long, long time. And I pretty much said to you guys 12 months ago that it's going to be obvious that West Coast is going to be 12 months later, because East Coast is this year, West Coast next year makes sense. So, yeah, I'll just leave it at that for now, and I'll be still excited for the official announcement, of course, because they're obviously going to show it and show stuff and everything. But yeah, No, they're not. They're not lying because Dovetail. JD's already. There's already a statement on the forum. So, for them actually saying something, and they've already confirmed it was official, that it was early photo, it was early footage. So, it's definite. It's definite.
Zifa.
They could easily turn around and pull it off the core update and release something else. They could easily do it if they wanted to, and then release it later on. I'm hoping that won't be the case, but they said they've already confirmed it at the forum after what I've read. But like I said, I reckon it would have been more appropriate and more appropriate for for Dovetail to have actually not said nothing at all and actually investigated it privately, and when they actually had everything all sorted out and they knew who it exactly was and everything, and then they could have said something. But for them to actually say something, it's definitely, confirmed that is the UK route on the roadmap. And yeah, it sucks, but it just, yeah, that's all I can say at the moment. It's definitely not a lie. It's definitely not a lie. But for Dovetail to say something confirms what was shown. Just I think that's a bit childish, in my opinion. I think it's a bit unprofessional. It's better to sometimes it's better to say nothing at all and to say something. You know what I mean? Like, I just think that for them to retaliate the way they did just proves how childish they are. But at the end of the day, when it comes to the pricing and everything, and the continuous stuff ups of all the DLCs we've been getting, and the lack of polish on each release, I think they get what they deserve. At the end of the day, it's a bit of karma. You know what I mean? We're approaching Ellsberg now. We're in the outskirts, coming down to 150 kilometers per hour. Like, say for instance, alright, if somebody decided to take your work, alright, that you worked hard on, so hard on, many multiple hours on, days, nights, weekends, taking time away from you spending quality time with your loved ones, whatever. You're working your ass off on a project, and all of a sudden somebody comes along and takes your work away. How would you feel? Seriously, how would you feel? Like, wouldn't be nice, would it? Like, say for instance, I'll use this as an excuse. How would as an example, how would you like it if all of a sudden all of your video games were taken away from you? You know what I mean? How would you feel? How would you feel? How would you feel if your casual life all of a sudden was taken away? And because something happened, how would you feel? Like, these are just all examples of just what this breach happened. It's just a real kick in the community, and it just it just goes to show that some people are just absolutely pathetic. Where they seriously, are you dying? Like, do you really need to know about this? It's going to be released sooner or later. Like, just have some patience. It's like me. I've been waiting for my fucking football team to win a premiership for how many years now? You see me being patient? No. That's life. shit happens. You support the team no matter what. You know what I mean? So, yeah. So anyway, we'll leave it at that, and we'll just enjoy the rest of the stream, folks. It's 3.5 to Augsburg now. We're going to be going to Southeastern High Speed, one of the all-time great routes of Transcend World next. Stockton to Darlington Railway. Yep. Well, who knows, that might end up being a Train Sim World release. Yeah, those flickering issues are happening again. Look at that. There, it's definitely a slow motion thing with the high speed trains, or this route. So it's got nothing to do. It's definitely a setting I've put in recently that's doing it, but I'd rather had that happening than the damn blur that was happening. Apologise for the flickering, folks, but it is a issue regarding the. It's only happening inside the cab though, so yeah, it's an inside cab issue. I'll stay in this angle just so we can actually tackle that.
Türen geöffnet.
All right, there we go. Fantastic. So we go inside the cab again. You'll start seeing probably the flickering and that going on. No, it's not happening at the moment. It's all good. All right. Well, whatever it was, it's just, yeah, nothing really. Bit of a pain, but anyway. The Tees Valley line's already in Train Sim World. They could do a remaster of the route and actually
Eingeleitet.
maybe do something. Who knows? Right. There we go with that one. It's 33 minutes 58 and a gold medal. That is the highest medal. All right. This is the 182nd edition of Midweek World of Trains. You're with the Aussie with the Posse, the Godfather. Thank you very much for joining me. Right. Let's now head to the Southeastern High Speed. Where is it? Where is it? Full timetable. And we're going to be taking the SEW. All right. This will be a night trip, ladies and gentlemen. I did say we will be doing a night service. So here we go now with 21 hours 34 service. I hope you do enjoy. And I got to do this one in a bit of like cloud. All right. If there was one UK route that I would see remastered, hopefully, it would be definitely East Coast Way. And I did say I would want to see it in a standard. I don't think it would be a standard as far as Ashford International, but I know it would go up that way to, where was it? I said it last night where it would go to, but yeah. Lights on, lights off. Lights on, lights. She's like, bed goes up, bed goes down. Bed goes down. Faversham, that's where we are. 101 over there. 390, sorry. 395. What the hell? What's going on there? Purple lights? Purple lights. Holy shit. Okay. Whatever. Cool. That's all I say. We finally have our first neon lights in Train Sim. Let's go. Awesome. Right. Sittingbourne, Raham, Gillingham, Chatham, Rockshire. I've said this a few times about Train Sim World for Australian routes. The reason why we won't get one is because we need to have a third-party company that would get involved with Train Sim World for it to happen. So I don't expect anything Australian anytime soon. Probably, be honest, probably not at all. It's your 165 sound modded, folks. Actually, I think, is this one? I think this one might be sound modded. Sure it is, crazy. It could be someone's morning as well. It might mean not just their night. So we have viewers from overseas as well. Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing an update to the Tees Valley line. I think that would be a pretty nice one, actually, with the skybox and everything. And yeah, I've always been a fan of the route because yeah, the scenery and everything, I think it's a little bit bland. I think it probably would need a nice update to the scenery. But it's yeah, it's got the factories and all that, and it just reminds me a hell of a lot of certain areas here in Sydney. If there was an Australian route that I would like to see, you know, I've got a couple up my sleeve, but there's one that's always one that I've always had as my suggestion. I actually put it at the forums many moons ago now. But yeah, it's it would have to take a third-party company for an Australian route to happen. It would. I don't see Dovetail ever coming down here and doing it themselves. The only company that's close to Australia at the moment is the Union Workshop, but they mainly do Japanese and Chinese content for Train Sim Classic, and they've only just started breaking the boundaries for Train Sim World. They're working on their first route, which is already confirmed it's a Japanese route, and it's a route that is from Train Sim Classic, and they're redoing it again for Train Sim World. Yeah, this definitely sound modded. I can hear the sounds of this thing. This reminds me of the sounds of the, God, this sounds like the damn, the B-sets here in Sydney. This is what the B-sets sound like. I swear to God, this is exactly the same sound. Beautiful sounding electro star, this one. Thanks for your question anyway, Weaver. Welcome aboard. Posted up some more trains earlier today, also some more trucks for my recent adventures of train spotting and truck spotting. Yeah, I'm just spewing. You know, the metro's been delayed because that just threw all my weekend plans out the window. And yeah, I was so looking forward to Sunday, and then yeah, we got the announcement yesterday it was cancelled. I'm like, yes. And I got the whiff the night before from one of my mates actually that the governor were going to announce it, because yeah, he works in the railway here in Sydney, and I'm like, okay. I'm probably not surprised, to be honest. Never trust the government. That's why I make my own damn rules. No, there's not just the Melbourne liveries in Train Sim World, Chris. There's Queensland ones. There's the freight ones that I did here on the live stream here back earlier this year as well, when I did the Ampol and the BP and all that. They're all true to life liveries from freight here in Australia. Melbourne Dan is the dude that mainly does a lot of the Australian content paint jobs for Train World. But we've had the Country Links, we've had the XPT, the old XPT, the original XPT paint job, which wasn't really done professionally. It was very amateur, but it was still nice to have anyway. Next stop is Sittingbourne. Doors will be opening up on the left side. Please mind the gap before departing the train. Why leaving the train? Before parting the train, lol. Just watch the gap before leaving the train. Why are you leaving the train? Mind the gap. I always say that to my daughter every time when we're coming off the train. I'm like, watch it, mind the gap. My daughter was probably not too worried about the metro being cancelled this weekend anyway, because they had something else on this weekend anyway. So yeah, my daughter wasn't able to go to the opening if it was originally going to be still for this weekend. So it's probably a blessing in disguise. It would be nice if it is at the end of the month, because that'll be exactly a month between that and the New South Wales Heritage Transport Festival, which is in Sydney Terminal. So it'll be fantastic. It'll be like a month exactly between that opening and the big festival, rail festival, and they do the old buses and all that as well, not just the trains and everything, but yeah. There's a lot of different trips that you can book and buy tickets for and stuff, yeah, for buses, and I think some of the old trams come on as well, if I remember rightly. But yeah, it was on last year. I was meant to go last year, but it was so damn stink. It was on the grand final weekend as well, and my team made the grand final last year. You know, unfortunately lost, but the Broncos made the grand final last year. But that wasn't the reason why I didn't go, because I was going to go on the Saturday. The reason why I didn't go is because it was bloody 40 Celsius here in Sydney. It was stinking damn hot. It was bad enough being at the grand final when it was bloody 38 degrees. It was, oh man, it felt like 70, 80 degrees. It was just so damn sweating hot. I actually ended up getting sick. I had the flu for a few weeks after that. So crazy stuff happened at the grand final. I'll tell you right now, a lot of crazy things were going on. It was wild. I know why I got sick. It was from the damn water that I was drinking. I know for a fact it was from that damn taps that I had there. So yeah, Chris, you're not. It's not just those ones. So yeah, there's no routes there. And like I said, I don't. You know, there's no routes in Train Sim Classic, so you know, there wouldn't be, unless there's. I haven't come across any workshop stuff. So I don't think there'll be. Anything in Train Sim World. There's a New Zealand one in Train Sim Classic, but that company that does that hasn't gotten involved or anything. You know, they're not part of any of the third-party companies at the moment for Train Sim World. RSSLO are getting involved in Train Sim World, which is going to be great to see. Alan Thompson, ATS. Involved already with some sounds and stuff, but I think there is plans for not Alan Thompson, Armstrong Powerhouse. They've got sounds in that. Would be nice to see what ATS would be bringing out. I would hope that within the next 6 months at least, that we'll start seeing some light towards them being included officially into the roadmap, where they're closer to a 6-month period sort of thing. Definitely going to be British, whatever it is going to be, but it'll be interesting to see what he'll be bringing. There was also sound modded just then, folks, the Class 395, that was in the Northern Transpennine livery. It sort of reminds me, it's not an exact sound, but it's very similar sounded as the B sets. Some of the A sets here in Sydney have this as well. So it's the newer engine. But you definitely find them in the B sets. The A set is the most common train here in Sydney. I love the sounds of the of this. This is really nice, and like I said, very similar to what I'm hearing in the V sets. And every time I hear it, I'm like, wow, this is just, it sounds so beautiful. Those and the V sets are the best trains here in Sydney. I did get a comment by somebody today actually saying that it's not new at all with the PSI system video that I did earlier today, and I have to reply to that and say that I didn't actually say it was new. I said it was the newest. So that is the newest, because not all of the trains have gotten that particular system. So those have been added within the last 12 to 18 months. So I wasn't saying that they're new at all. I was saying newest. If you read the fine print real carefully before you actually comment, you would know. Coming in to Raynham. No, we don't have ZZs. No. T-set, which is Tangara, which the Tangaras we got now are the Series 2 Tangaras. So Tangaras were G-sets and T-sets originally, but then they converted all over to T-sets. Then you got A-set, Waratah Series 1, B-set, Waratah Series 2, which is the newest. Mary Yang is obviously going to be the newest when that officially gets put on the rails and no more hassles and shit. I can't remember what those bloody the letter for that is going to be, actually. I can't remember that one. I actually haven't captured a Mary Yang. I actually haven't seen one in real life. That's how crazy it is. Then you got your H-set, which is the Hunter train. They are going to be eventually converted over to suburban trains, the H-set. So they have future life ahead of them, and they're going to be rebuilt and stuff. And they're going to have renovations put on them, and They actually get the resurrection of the H sets are actually going to be redeveloped at Newcastle. So yeah, they're going to be pulled off gradually, you know, at a time, and you know, new seats and PSIs and new things put into those. But yeah, they're not going to be sent overseas. So that's a good thing. It's going to generate jobs, local jobs. So yeah. That's in future. So H sets are going to become more frequent here in Sydney, which will be good. Then you got your M sets, which are the Millennium Train. They were built for the Olympics more so. So they were the fancy new toy around the Olympic Games. So yeah, the M sets run from time to time. Captured a few of them. And obviously you got your K sets. That's what I was on with the Techno Train and the part of Ibit. And did capture one on its own a few days after I actually was on the Techno Train here in Sydney, up here at on the T1 line here in Blacktown. So yeah, I captured it there at the station. There was a few maintenance guys on it at the time, so but around that time frame also they were doing driver training. So I think they were either doing driver training or they were maybe just doing some testing of the train. You know, might have come out of Orb, down at Lincoln at Auburn there, and they wanted to take it for a run just to test it out. And yeah, they were all in orange and that, and there was about 4 or 5 of the guys, and I can only assume it was driver training. Next stop is Gillingham. Please mind the gap before leaving when departing the train. I'm just going to leave my voice off now. PSI's gone. See you later. Announcements gone. I wouldn't be surprised if announcements officially get announced as the one of the new fancy toys in the next in this Dovetail Direct stream coming up, folks. It's not a leak or anything. It's just me thinking that, yeah, they've talked about it over the last 12 months. They said they would have liked to have put it in on the Class 710. I can only assume that it probably be added to the 710 around the release of Train Sim World 5, if they want to call it. Yeah. So, would not be surprised if they officially announced it. I know we've had bits and pieces of it with Ribbit Games and Just Trains, but for Dovetail themselves, I think there'll be new announcements at stations, and there'll be announcements of, you know, on the trains themselves, you know, where the train's going to, whatnot, blah blah blah. So, wouldn't be surprised if there's new characters as well. And I don't want new characters. I want character fixes. That's what I want. This is the paint job pre-2019, folks, so this is not on the rails these days. This is pre-existing. Then obviously the other trains, you know, obviously the Explorer, you've got the Endeavour Explorer, the XPT Explorer, the XPT, which is UK's HST. They're going to be retired soon. There's a lot of trains out there coming to their end. The VSETs would have been out by now if it wasn't. If COVID wasn't such a thing, it would have been a lot of things. It would have been a lot different. I'll tell you that much. But would the VSETs be around still? It's hard to say actually because of all the stuff ups that it's had. Coming into Dovetail's HQ, this is Chatham. Next stop. Gonna be a little bit over. Not by much. Class 700. It's also sound modded by Itzia 165. It's got combined sounds of the Armstrong powerhouse as well. I think we might get time to have another trip after this actually. How many stations we got to go? We got one to go, so yeah, we're going to get time to have one last little trip. So some good news for you guys. So we wasn't planning a free. I was just sort of planning free because I was just thinking with the lineup it surely would take a couple hours to do. It's actually going to fall a little bit short, so yeah, we've definitely got time for one more. You know what would be a really cool feature in Train Sim World if we could actually press a button and you actually, you know, like you're a passenger and you can actually hear the announcements of somebody actually legit, or you can actually be you can run a train station and you can actually, you know, hear yourself over the intercom. It'd be so cool. Attention everybody, you are all silly. Please shut up now. I apologize. When I was doing the rail fanning on the 18th, actually, it was the night when the guy was on the tracks at Croydon, and the trains were delayed and shit. When they kept going over the announcement thing, actually, there was a couple times there where they actually didn't. They thought they were off the air, but actually you could hear in the background all the noise of them talking. I'm thinking, Jesus Christ, these are very unprofessional. Queensland Rail going past there. Yeah, that's all good, Chris. I know you don't actually get out and do like the rail fanning like I would. Yeah, it's all good. You know, I've had plans for the last couple of weeks to get out and about. I just haven't been able to because I've just been so damn caught up with my work here in the studio. It's just eating me alive. It's
If you require assistance at any time, feel free to contact a member of station staff or use a help point.
okay. There we go with our run there on the Southeastern High Speed. Nice, beautiful trip it was indeed. And we have ourselves a gold medal there. Great stuff. All right, let's continue our coverage of Midweek World of Trains as we bring to you now a bonus trip. All right. Something that wasn't actually advertised on our details today. All right, let's go. What are we going to do? All right. Well, hopefully we don't crash the desktop this time. Right. Well, we're going to do a nice little short and sweet one. Let's go to Spartan for Rollberg, and we'll take the OBB, and we'll do a nice little short one on here. All right. So it'll be a, let's see, 14 minutes one. Sounds good. Yep. All right, just bear with me for a second, folks. It's gonna turn those lights off and just keep them on like that for now. Right, let's now go with, you know, something we haven't done for a fair while. 14 minutes, 20 hours, 45. Let's do it in a thunderstorm. God knows how much lightning will be involved in, yeah. Right. Man, speaking of trips, the fuel tanker trip that I have lined up for you guys on one of the trips for Friday is part of our weekend lineup for this weekend. It's the Han Corporation. It's going to be a fantastic Ghostbusters theme, T909 Han Corporation Ghostbusters style theme. It's going to feature with the Remtech fuel tanker and absolutely fantastic paint job. I have the I had the graphics mod on that particular trip, folks, and towards the end we go into a thunderstorm, and all of a sudden this big giant lightning bolt almost hit my damn truck. I've never had one this close to me so far in American Truck Simulator. This thing was absolutely off tap. I'm like, holy crap, that was right in front. Yeah, it's just like a split second thing, but if you see it, you'll be like, whoa. Yeah, it was crazy. Absolutely crazy. All right, let's open up the doors. Would be nice to actually put the gear in. Whoa, sparks coming off. There's a bolt there in front. Bit of flush in there. Ooh, yeah. Might be a little bit less than that, Chris, actually. I think you joined the channel in 2019. I can't remember. It's just been so damn, long now since I've, I started. I know I started February 27, 2018. I know exact date that I started the channel. It was just, meant to be a joke, amongst my mates at first. It wasn't. I didn't take it seriously, but because I was doing so well with it, I just, But I can say that Train Sim well pretty much saved the channel. So there is one thing that Dovetail did do right. Saves me channel. Thank you. No, don't get me wrong. Like there's as much as there's problems with the sim and everything. It's like, all right, At the end of the day, it's all fun. You're never gonna have. Like Matt said, you're never gonna have. I'm never gonna have the perfect, train sim that I, that's just not gonna happen. Man, the rain's coming down pretty hardcore, or what? It's one thing that these new settings are doing. They're just making my sim so damn full-on legit. Like, look at the lighting now. The lighting's improved as well. It's just absolutely mind-blowing now what I've done to it. So next week's lineup is going to be Monday night with All Aboard Live, episode 99. And we'll be live at 7:30 p.m. local time again. And we have Train Simulator Classic on Tuesday with our workshop special. And I've got a couple rippers lined up for you on that night. Oh, yeah. We've got some a nice little short one to kick it off, but after that we've got a pretty good one. It's a network, put it that way. It's going to be awesome. Bit of a British theme on Tuesday night with Choo Choo Tuesdays with Train Simulator Classic, and then we're back next Wednesday for Midweek World of Trains, which with another couple hours of Train Sim World. This is as bright the lights go, Chris. The lights are probably brighter because, yeah, I've got these higher settings now that have finally fixed the simulator. It just makes it so more full on. But this is the Tod 4 kicking in as well, so the lighting's, yeah, pretty powerful. Whoa, that was a bolt in the sky then. Let's see if we can see any more of that. Whoa! Yes, that was a cool one. Great way to end the stream. Damn, that thing was off the nut. All right, not nice to see in real life, but damn, that was pretty impressive. All right, B4024 S-Bahn for Railberg is what we just done then. And that was the platinum medal in the end. All right, good stuff. Okay. Whew. That was a pretty impressive bolt. All right. Okay. Well, that concludes this week's coverage of Train Sim World 4. We've had 4 nights in a row of action. It's been an absolutely fantastic week. Thank you very much for watching this week's midweek World of Trains. We'll be back next Wednesday with episode 183. And, yeah. Don't forget, next week we've got 2 Train Sim World live streams on Monday and Wednesday. We've got Train Sim Classic smack bang in the middle on Tuesday. It's going to be absolutely fantastic. Another great week of rail action. Don't forget to look out for our rail shorts, our truck shorts. I'll be posting more of them up over the coming days. And we also got brand new American Truck Simulator content coming your way, and we will be bringing out some brand new mods for American Truck Simulator with the brand new, I'll be releasing later on today, the brand new Graham Lusty Tippers paint job pack number 1. The first version, the first wave of 20 skins will be released, and then we'll start work on our version 1.1, and the new skins will be starting the show, starting with premieres this weekend coming up. So thank you very much for watching, and we will see you next week for more live streaming action here at Australia's Train Sim World destination, Australia Worldwide Entertainment. Bid your farewell for now.